Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Rookie Card Collector 123 video. Today's episode, we are going to continue our top 10 early cards of Baseball Hall of Famers. We are up to Earl Averill at this point, so we're going to work on him today. These are going to include rookie cards, pre-rookie cards, and some low pop, hard to find other early career Earl Averills. So the first card we're going to take a look at today is a minor league issue. It's from the Z-Nut PCL, Pacific Coast League series. This was produced in 1926, so that's the earliest Earl Averill card. Averill was a star outfielder for the Cleveland Indians ball club during the late 20s, 30s, and into the 40s. The Z-Nut PCL issues are very tough to find. When they are found, they're typically very low grade. So it's not unusual to have these with multiple creases, severely rounded corners. They're black and white images with a little box in the lower corner of the card, which has the player's name, the team name, and PCL. At the very bottom of the card, most of them do not have this attached any longer, but there's a coupon to redeem for a discount on Z-Nuts, as the name of the set implies. Like I said, the coupons are pretty scarce. Maybe one out of every 20 to 30 Z-Nut cards that you'll find actually still has the coupon left on it, still attached. Those sell for a premium above the ones with the coupon missing, as you could imagine. Second Earl Averill card we're going to talk about is actually the same series, Z-Nut Pacific Coast League cards. These are from 1927, so this is the following season. Averill appears there again. Another very tough card to find, and typically lower grade condition. Third Averill card is going to be a repeat of the series again, a third time. This is the 1928 Z-Nut Pacific Coast League series, Earl Averill. These are all three are different images. A couple of them have him batting, a couple have him throwing, usually missing the coupon on the bottom again. And so 1928 Z-Nut PCL Averill. Those are all considered pre-rookies, as these were before he came up to the Cleveland Indians in the major leagues. The next issue we're going to look at for Averill is actually another 1928 card. It's also from the Pacific Coast League, but it's not a Z-Nut. This one is actually an exhibit card, very much like the rest of the 20s exhibits that started in 21 and ran all the way through 28. Postcard size, individual player, usually full-length body pose, as the one with Averill. It happens to be a portrait, but most of them are full-length poses. They're in a duotone. The Averill, I believe, is blue and white. Some of the other players are different colors. But all duotones, so white and then one other color printing. Averill's a nice image, and also pictures him in his San Francisco Seals Pacific Coast League minor league team uniform, same as the Z-Nut cards do. Next Averill we're going to talk about, now we get into the major league cards. So these are the Averill cards that would qualify as rookies. The first one we're going to talk about originally was cataloged as 1928. It has since been updated in the catalogs to read 1929 to 1930. And the grading companies, both PSA and SGC, have made those corrections on the grading labels as well. This is the R315 series. These are, again, similar to postcard size cards. They came in strips of 3. They were vertical strips. So you cut one on the top, one in the center, one in the bottom. They were meant to be cut into 3 individual cards. Occasionally, you can still find those strips still intact, and they are black and white, typically full body poses again. And Averill's a true Averill rookie card would be in that set, R315. Second 2930 issue was the 4-on-1 exhibit. These were popular throughout the 30s, the early 30s, and through the mid 30s. These typically have 4 players, one in each corner of the card, again on an exhibit, so it's a postcard size item. I'll have a player portrait, one in each corner, and all 4 typically played for the same ball club. So the Averill card has 4 Cleveland ball players on it. Also from 2930, same as the R315, so this one would also qualify as a rookie card. Some people look at the exhibits more as postcards and may not count them as such, but still qualifies, based on my parameters anyway, qualifies to be an Averill rookie card. Next one we have is a extremely rare one. This is a 1929 strip card. It was put out by a company called Universal Toy and Novelty. Universal Toy and Novelty first put out cards in 1925. They did primarily the New York teams, both the Yankees, the Giants, and the Dodgers, so American and National League. They also put out very scarce, very few sets from the Washington Senators. There's only a few ball player cards known from the Senators series. And the Giant series was also scarce, although not quite as much as Washington. The more common ones from 25 are the Yankees and the Dodgers. And that also has a Yankee. Each one of those had a team photo at the top. They were printed in a strip where you had the team photo was the kind of the header at the top of the strip. And then all the individual cards were much smaller than the team card. And they were printed below that in rows of three or 4. I don't recall exactly how many, but they came in rows of 3 or 4, maybe five or so rows down from the team card on top. And the Yankee team card has the very early Lou Gehrig image from 1925, part of the Yankee club, along with Babe Ruth, of course. So that's a very popular one. But getting back to 29, so these were not real images of the players as the 25 set was, but Universal put these out in 29. They're actually much rarer than the 25s are. And they were sort of in a playing card series, almost like the W560s were from a similar time period. These are smaller. They typically came maybe 4 cards or 6 cards on a strip. They were meant to be cut out individually into players. Averill is pictured on one of these. It's almost like a playing card, but very small. They're smaller than the W560. And Averill, I believe on there is pictured, the team indication, the team notation on the card says Giants. Averill was not playing for the Giants, so that was some sort of error or mix-up. I do not believe it was ever corrected, so there's no premium for it. But these are extremely rare. Pops on these, for sure, under 5 of any one card, as far as I know. And not an easy card to find. I've never come across one. Next up is, we moved to 1931, so now we're getting into the early 30s. Averill had another strip card. This is a W517. These were almost a square format. They came in, again, duotone colors. Brown, green were typical ones. However, they also made, in addition to the W517s, which are not common, but they're not super rare either, they also produced what's called mini versions of those. So they're W517 minis. These are much harder to find. Averill appears in the mini series as well. And again, those are duotone image cards. They also came in vertical strips of 3, so you had a top card, a middle card, and a bottom card. Some of the top cards in those 3-card strips for the W517s had printing, like a play of a baseball game, like strikeout, or a position like first base printed above the player in the top border. And that would be only on the top card in those 3-card strips. Next one we're going to look at for Averill is a 1931 to 32. Again, these are the 4-on-1 exhibits. So you have the 4 players, 1 in each corner, all from the same team. So again, this was Cleveland. And Averill appears on a 31-32 exhibit. These are tough to find. Populations on most of these are probably somewhere in the 10 to 20 range. Early Averill card. And the last Averill we're going to talk about is another strip type card. This one is a W574. This was put out in 32 or 33. Some people say 32, some say 33. These are very tough to find. Low pop cards, probably under 10 for just about everybody. And Averill's on there. It's a black and white issue. These are a little bit larger than some of the smaller 20s strip cards, and larger than the Universal Toy 1929 strip card, which is one of the smallest. So the W574 has a facsimile autograph on it as well, which makes it a little different than a lot of the other strip cards from that era. So that's going to wrap up today's episode with the top 10 early Earl Averill cards. Hope you got some useful information. Great for player collectors looking for some of the things that you may not have yet. Rookie card collectors, you got a few different options for Averill. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.